I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. I want to thank you all for attending today and let you know that we do have a great program for you. Before we start officially, I'd like to acknowledge a few distinguished people who have joined us today. From our select board, we have Steve Mitchell here in the back, who's probably taking a selfie right now. He likes to do that. From Senate President Spilka's office, we have Mona Hadri, here. And I believe Representative Lewis, Jack Lewis, is here in the back. I'd also like to acknowledge Candy Wilson, who's the director of the Senior Center here. Her and her staff do a great job here. I'd also like to acknowledge Chiefs Keith Roby and Chief Cara Rossi, who's here with us. Members of our Ashland Police and Fire Departments. Yeah. Assistant Town Manager Jen Ball. She's probably hiding. Our Social Worker and Human Services Director Jennifer Wolfing. And Kelly Runs, our Recreation Director. And Technical Wizard. So, I actually think my mom's in the back here somewhere. So, hey, Mom. I also want to extend my appreciation to the Friends of the Council on Aging and our Human Services staff for helping to put together this program. And then I would also like to thank the sponsors of our program, the Ashland Police Department and the Ashland Fire Department. Thank you very much for all that you've done. And it's fitting that we have the Ashland Police and Ashland Fire sponsoring this program because we have a number of veterans on those two departments. Ryan Puzo and Chris Alberini, see here, Robert Ruggio, Jim Girardi, Frank Masiello, Janice Neitz, Brandon Barker, Matthew Baltz, Ryan Phelan, and again, Chief Roby. Thank you very much for your service. Again, I want to thank you all and thank all of you among us who, despite risk and sacrifice, raised your hand to serve and defend this beautiful country. Our veterans, active duty service members, guardsmen, and reservists. Your service has helped keep our country safe and its citizens safe and free. If you are able, I would like to ask you to stand and be recognized as I call your respective branch of service. We'll start with the United States Army. Any veterans from the Army here? Thank you. Any Navy veterans here? Thank you. Thank you for your service. How about Air Force? Representatives from the Air Force? I also see back there Sarah Bateman, who's our director of our Metro West Veteran Service District. Thank you for being here. What about the Marine Corps? I know we've got a couple Marine Corps vets here. And finally, any members from the United States Coast Guard here? Awesome. Again, thank you very much for your service. Let's also take a moment to acknowledge those families of service members and veterans who helped shoulder the weight of war and the burdens of sacrifice. To the mothers, fathers, spouses, and children of our military men and women, thank you. Your love, support, and resilience are the backbone of this nation, and that must never be forgotten. Again, thank you all. course, for many of our veterans, the transition back to civilian life can be a complex and difficult task. A number of organizations have been established to help our veterans in this transition. We are fortunate enough to have one of those organizations right here, the Rifles to Rods program. At this time, I would like to ask Sergeant Alberini and Detective Puzo to come back up and give you more information about this incredible program.
Myself, I was in the Marine Corps in 2004 to 2005. I served in the Iraq War. When I got home, like Mike said, the transition was tough to come back. I think I was in Iraq one day, and 2 days later, I was back at the Natick Mall. So it was tough to deal with that. The way I dealt with it was I have a love for the outdoors. I love to fish. I love to hunt, and the hunting wasn't about getting anything. It was about just sitting in the woods and enjoying nature. And it's really the only thing that made me be able to live my life normally again. That was on my own. Luckily, after the fact, I met Ryan here when he got on the job. And he started this organization, Rifles to Rods, with a friend of his. And it's I'm going to let him talk to you about it. But really, they raise money and they take out any veteran. And they say, fishing is therapy. And what it is just getting them out there with like-minded people. Most everybody that goes out is a veteran. And the time away, the time in the wild, the time just having fun helps veterans clear their minds. So I'm going to let Ryan come up here and talk about it.
Thanks, Ryan. Good afternoon, everybody. Veterans, thank you for your service. Thanks for coming out today. Like Sergeant Alberini said, my name is Ryan Puzo. I work for the Ashland Police Department. I served from 2006 to 2013 in the United States Army with a deployment to Afghanistan. Upon return, same thing. I was in Afghanistan one day, and then the next I'm back home. I think all veterans can kind of relate to that, and that transition. It can be difficult at times. So that's when I kind of took to fishing. The camaraderie, being with other people, hanging out, fishing, being in beautiful places. It's a good platform for veterans that are transitioning, but also veterans, that have been home for quite some time. So 2016, I started Rifles to Rods, and we have two programs in Rifles to Rods. We have a freshwater program that we do freshwater floats, fly fishing in Western Massachusetts, and we do a saltwater program down the Cape. A couple different programs. I'm going to be hanging out back there. I can kind of give you some more information on that if you guys are interested. Just want to keep it brief and let you know that we're around, we're here, and thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, gentlemen. I've been fortunate enough to be here and watch the Rifles to Rod program grow from, just being a concept and an idea into the well-run and impactful organization it is today. It's truly amazing the work that they do and how much they've helped veterans, not just in Metro West, but really, throughout the state and probably beyond. So thank you. One last thing before I introduce our entertainment for the afternoon. We're fortunate in this region to have a number of organizations that want to help our veterans, even though they might not necessarily be composed of veterans themselves. One of those organizations is the Metro West Symphony Orchestra. And I'd like to invite Mr. Bruce Carlin up here, who is the president of that organization, to talk a little bit about a benefit that they will be holding in the near future.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you all for showing up. This is just a wonderful opportunity. I'm going to tell you that we're going to have a concert on December 18th at Natick High School. It's our Christmas concert, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And the best part of it is that we're going to share the winnings with the Metro West Veteran Services. And that's, our board has, Mike Shepard, my buddy over in Hopkinton, was going to a reunion, and I got talking with him and said, what can we do? We're just an orchestra, a community orchestra. We play good music, and it's a lot of fun, but let's turn it into something beautiful. So the tickets are going to be $20. Half of that is going to go to the Metro West Veteran Services with Sarah Bateman and Mike on the board there, and we're hoping that there's a good turnout and that this is the start of something. It sounds like the beginning when the rifles and rods started out, probably as inchoate and crazy as we are, but we're going to make this thing work, and I'm going to challenge Mike to get you guys out. Natick High School, December 18th, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Got a question? At the door, and we're just sort of revising ourselves after COVID, and so I've been at this job for less than a month, and trust me, it's not been easy. But we're going to have, we're retooling all that stuff, but you can get them at the door. There'll be seating. We're not going to fill the place up unless you guys are really good. Yeah, okay. You got some family too. Bring them along.
Thank you so much, Bruce. I don't know if you heard the question, but the question was, how do you get tickets? And Bruce's answer was, you get them at the door. So finally, last thing I'm going to say, and everybody goes, thank God, right now, is I'd like to introduce our entertainment for the afternoon. I'd like to introduce pianist Dick Carpenter, who is going to perform a number of songs for you as you enjoy your lunch. So again, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you AFD and APD and the Friends of the Council on Aging for sponsoring today's lunch. Thank you to our veterans. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you. Take it away, Dick.
Thank you.